The couch out loud, roar and rave, human books with stories to share.
Chapter 4, Changing My Narrative, a little bit about my personal transformative experience and I guess the path that I'm on at the moment. So I guess like the most pivotal transformation would be for me from art college to where I am now. As I mentioned earlier, there wasn't a ceramics program where I studied at art college. I majored in sculpture, and sculpture was basically everything that wasn't printmaking, painting or jewellery at the time. It might be different now. So yeah, sculpture was the place for a lot of video art, a lot of weird installation art, performance art, all that good stuff, which was great, and I had a lot of fun making all of that kind of work in my time there. But I guess I left not really knowing what to do with that for a little bit, and then I found ceramics and it all just sort of fell into place, because ceramics is this wonderful ancient craft, like one of the oldest crafts that humanity has. We've got artifacts from thousands of years ago, but also ceramics is having this wonderful resurgence both within contemporary art, I found, but also within just the general public. People are far more curious, I find, today. It's why we help teach classes and we're booked out every weekend, which is fantastic. But yeah, I think ceramics, both as a craft and as an art form, or as a craft that has a place in contemporary art, is sort of, it's bubbling up to the surface a lot now, which, I mean, it's great for me. It's another reason why I'm really interested in sort of exploring it further. I'm really lucky in my practice that I've found a way that I get to have, I guess, the best of both worlds. So I love making functional ware, things like plates and mugs and dinnerware for restaurants and cafes, and items that people have in their home and really cherish. I love this idea that you can have an object in your home and feel really connected to it. It's just sort of like that sense of ritual with your morning coffee or whatever it is. But another part of my practice that I love is being able to, I guess, reflect on and sort of push the conceptual limits of the medium itself. I do that in a way sort of as kind of like my work for Swell, in which I thought about the stories that I wanted to tell and the stories that were important. So in this instance, earlier this year, like I was, and like many other people, reflecting on the devastation that was the bushfires, and how I could use ceramics to sort of kind of meditate on that message a little bit. And that's where I sort of fell into making glazes out of wood ash, which I which I do in my studio, and the wood ash is collected from my parents' fireplace and from our pizza oven, and wild clay from our dam, and I use that to make a glaze. And I think inherently that kind of imbues those objects that I created, which were crematory urns, with like another layer of meaning, and that is like ash glazes are, once again, a very, very old form of glazing pots. But I was able to reference that in a way that was quite contemporary, which I thought was really, really nice. So for me, I get to satisfy my curiosity and my sort of love of using art to tell a story, but at the same time just being able to really, really enjoy like the fact that I have the skills to kind of, I guess, push this craft a little bit, and I can enjoy like the simple things like utilitarian wear is, yeah, and spend a long time sort of mastering that. So yeah, end of chapter 4.
The couch out loud, roar and rave, human books with stories to share, their ups and the downs, and everything in between. Pets optional is where it can be seen. I said pets optional is where